Hi, I'm Kim Wilson.
Hi, I'm Natasha Marchewka.
And this is Speechless.
Speechless. Speechless.
Welcome to our behind-the-scenes take on real-life VO, where we share our stories, resources, and our unsolicited opinions. So, Natasha, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. It's only 2:00 here if you're watching on a Friday.
Guess what time it is here?
It's 5:00. It's always 5:00 at Kim's house.
All right, so go ahead. Tell me what you're drinking and I'll share you mine.
Sure. I'm drinking the ever popular Bengal spice from Celestial Seasons.
Lord.
What do you mean? Everybody loves Bengal spice. Do you like herbal tea?
I do like tea. I do like tea.
No, herbal tea.
What is there? Tea is tea, right?
Oh my gosh. You live in Boston. You don't know about tea. No, tea. My hair looks funny, like a little cheerleader thing.
That's
I'm
cute.
just gonna tuck it in there.
That's cute.
I'm shocked. I didn't know. I've known you a while, and I didn't know you knew nothing about tea. You're in Boston. Isn't that a thing?
I don't think they put
tea
like
parties.
herbal.
They have tea parties all the time.
I don't think they were dumping like chai homemade.
Look, if you know tea at all and you like herbal tea, this is a fave. Just saying. What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
In a nod to my VO cohort. I swear I have not sipped this yet. To Tim Phelan. He loves bourbon, and this is a bourbon. So I like a little bourbon after a while. Do you not like bourbon? Are you judging me?
I'm so not judging you, except that you're shrinking.
I am?
Okay. Remember our coach, Andy Roth? He likes a good bourbon. Or is it whiskey? He likes whiskey in general. Whiskey.
He likes whiskey.
Shout out to Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Okay. We better make this quick because Kim just had a sip of bourbon.
Beep, beep.
Well, what kind is it?
Glenlivet.
Oh my God. It's the Glenlivet. Not just Glenlivet. It's the Glenlivet. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, well, cool.
I know I'm fancy. I'm fancy.
You're fancy and you're going to be super drunk. Let's get through this quick. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday to you.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about VO's number one question. So that for anyone who's listening, that's not a VO or in VO, voiceover talent's number one question. Can you guess what it is? What is
I do know.
What is it, Kim?
How to get more clients.
Right.
How can I bring on more clients?
Right.
Where you're getting your clients from. That's what I always hear from other VOs.
Yeah.
You know? Where do you get your clients?
Well, Kim and I can also tell you how to lose clients.
Oh.
That's probably a whole other show episode. But
it is.
Can I share a couple of funny
you
things?
share, and I'll share one. You go.
Okay, and then we'll move on to to how to actually gain clients. So so I'm Canadian and I started my business in Canada.
Yeah.
And so we don't have a lot of the same chains, like fast food chains and other products. You go to the States to get the good food, the good fast food, junk food. Anywho, got this script and I missed something and they wrote back and said, "Oh, I thought everyone knew what." Well, this is how I pronounced it. Before I give away the punchline, I'm terrible at telling jokes, by the way.
Clearly.
I pronounced it Chick-fil-a. Like clam chowder. I did Chick-fil-a. And she's like, "Can you record the whole thing again? It's Chick-fil-A." And I wrote a little blog about this, how, it was embarrassing, but they should have written Chick-fil-A, right? EH, like Canadian.
Well,
Chick-fil-A.
no, they shouldn't have. But okay, anyway.
Now that
You should
I live
have
in the
known.
States, I know how, it was super embarrassing. You have an embarrassing story?
I do. And here's a lesson on how to lose a client. Actually, I did
Okay.
not lose this client. This client thought this was hilarious. Thank God.
Okay.
But when I don't know how to pronounce a word,
Yeah.
I look it up. I watch YouTube videos. I do everything I can to pronounce a word. And I was doing some promos for a local affiliate station here. And it was The Girls of Corfu, which is a fantastic show if you've never watched it on PBS. But I didn't know, I'd never seen the word Dural. I was like, Durrell. I was like, how do you say Dural? And so when I
Never heard of it.
oh, okay. So like if you saw it spelled out, you'd be like the Durrells of Corfu. And you'd be like, what?
I wouldn't say it like that, but okay.
So before my live session in studio downtown Boston, I had to practice and send them a scratch track, a scratch track of me saying the Girls of Corfu, this whole like next on, blah, blah, blah. So I sing it to myself to get muscle memory. The Girls of Corfu, the
Great
Girls,
trick.
Girls of Corfu. Do not record yourself doing this, people, because that's what I did.
What do you mean?
I did my spot, and at the end of my spot, accidentally, you can hear me going, the Girls, of Corfu.
What?
The Girls of. Well, I did, but I guess that was kind of like at the little tail end, and I didn't see that. I know. So
How does that happen?
anyway, I saved it.
Oh,
to
cool.
this day. I still have it
Oh, cool.
because it's so funny, but she died laughing. She thought it was so funny. And I was
oh my God,
hired for,
she died laughing.
I was
We have to
hired for
play it
many,
for
many,
everyone.
many more.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
maybe. Okay.
Memorable.
Maybe.
That's what you need to do, is how to get new clients or keep your clients, be memorable. That was a good tip.
Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead. Come on. Give us give us some
Go ahead.
clues on where you find your clients, Natasha.
Well, I'm probably going to give credit to a lot of different people, because in VO and voiceover, we get a lot of ideas from each other.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the obvious, because you might be watching it on this platform, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great place to find clients. Our colleague and friend Tracy Lindley has a course for voice talent and for everyone on how to set up in LinkedIn and how to do really well. And so shout out to Tracy Lindley. Because she does really well on there. And that's where she gets almost all of her clients, like no exaggeration. I have not personally done so well on there, but I'll tell you why. This is my theory. My theory is whatever you choose to do, you have to invest in it 100%. And I think Tracy really invested in her time in it. And you get what you put in, you get out what you put in, right?
Right.
So I'm working on that one still, and I've been for like 20 years. How long has it been around? Anyway, I've been on there a long time, but I'm not as good as she is. But taking her course, I have taken her course, and
I have too. I have gotten a lot of clients off of LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite platforms.
Yeah. I think it's super strong and has been for a very long time. Another way to get clients, which I haven't done personally, but it has benefited me, and I'll tell you what that is. It's cold calling. A lot of tips for you here. So first of all, I have a friend in VO, and when I started, he would spend 4 hours a day religiously calling across the states or across North America.
4 hours? That's just like, okay, time out for a second.
I'm not kidding you.
4 hours? Like, hi, my name's Kim Wilson. I'm a voice actor, blah, 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 blah. That's like less than like, that's under 30 seconds. That's a call is usually like under 2 minutes. 4 hours of calls a day.
Yeah, I don't know. That was 15, 16 years ago. So I don't know now how much he needs to do that. But how I benefited was
I'm impressed.
First of all, he has a gorgeous voice. So when he's on the phone, you can tell he's a voice actor. Whereas some of us, Hello. We don't sound exactly the same on the
My
phone.
name is Kim Wilson. Right.
It translated really well for him. And so then they'd say, well, we don't need a male, but do you know any female talent? And he would send them to me or send me to them.
Fantastic.
Oh, it was so good.
What's his name? Just kidding. Just
His
kidding.
name is Richard Carell. Shout out to Richard Carell.
Richard
are you out
Carell.
there? Thank you, Richard, for so many leads early on. I appreciate it so
That's
much.
wonderful.
There's also a fellow, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name, who's in our industry in World Voices, WOVO for short, who teaches about cold calling. And I will try to remember and think of it at the end.
Yeah, we'll put that down as a resource. That's okay.
Oh, totally as a resource. And the other resource for cold calling is this, thephonelady.com. So
Thephonelady.com. What is that?
the phone lady happens to be my stepmother, best friend, and mentor. The phone lady is Mary Jane Copps, and she helps people communicate effectively on the phone. She does amazing webinars, workshops, courses.
What?
How to communicate effectively on the phone. Yeah.
It's a dying art, the phone.
It totally is.
I
And she's
know.
actually rebranding.
Your silence in response to me was just like a little like, what?
What do you mean?
Well, you took a while to respond and it made me think like that we're going to cut this segment. So go ahead.
Oh, no, we're not cutting it. It's legit. It's super legit. Cold calling or warm calling, because you don't just cold call.
No, but it feels like you're it feels like you're a cold fish on the other end. You're like,
okay, personally,
what do I say?
Can't do it. It takes too much emotional energy, and I know that's true of most.
It's hard, yeah.
But there are some people that are really good at it, and Mary Jane Copps actually it can help people with that. But anyway, there's also cold emailing or warm emailing. Mark Scott is a coach in our industry, and he teaches a lot about reaching out and not having cold calls and cold emails. They have to be warm. You have to do your homework and your research. He's a great resource.
You know, also, another, I was just going to say, are you going to say Tom?
I am.
Yes, say it. Yeah.
Tom Aglio, sharp as a tack.
What?
In terms of direct marketing. Yeah. So we have lots to share below. But how other ways to get new clients? So those are some things that other people do. What have I done? So I have done, and then you share, please, Kim. So, well, one of the things I did was I took on the leads thanks to Richard Carell. So 15, 16 years ago, I would write you could get people's email addresses easily and you knew their titles. So I'd write female voice talent in the subject line, and I'd do a brief thing in the body with my demos. And send 12 emails out, and by dinner time I'd have 2 new clients. But that was because not too many females had studios 16 years ago at home. So that was another way. I also knew that being online was super important, even 16 years ago, to have people find you, because I knew at the time I lived in Ottawa, Canada, not exactly a bustling hub for voiceover, that being online was super important. So I joined what Kim calls the pay-to-plays, and we'll have another episode about those, but online casting is huge and continues to grow by leaps and bounds all the time. And I really invested in building there, being there and doing the auditions, but also being on those sites. Networking, huge, especially I'm very lucky now to live in Southern California. So when I go to the kids' sports practices and things, I meet parents all the time that are in the industry. As an actor. Yes. Well, I don't consider myself an actor,
but you are
like you. I guess I am, but meet a lot of people, amazing people.
I know.
Face here. Networking, also conferences, and we'll have another episode on conferences. I'm excited to do an episode on conferences. And Googling resources, there are so many lists, like data lists of potential buyers.
Right? You've got Clutch. You've got Clutch. Have you ever heard of Clutch?
I've never heard of Clutch.
Clutch.com. People, look it up. Clutch.com.
You've told me about that and I forgot.
It's a fantastic resource.
Well, and the other resource is getting to know other voice talent, because we share stuff. Because there's a lot of competition, but we also are really a loving community and share.
We are a great community.
We know.
I mean, we're so lucky.
I think it'd be really surprising to people like in online casting, not the talent, but I mean the owners of online casting and even agents and stuff, to know how many of us know each other. We all talk.
I mean, it is true.
We know each other because of Facebook groups, because of conferences, because of all the education we take. And we talk, we know each other. So anyway.
There's things we could say. When you went like this, I went like this too, because I'm like, there's things we could say, but we're not saying.
Well, so this might be episode 1 on how to get new clients. We could definitely dig deeper on that. But that's what we're going to leave you with today. And we've given you, we always like to share in our episode some awkward moments. I think we did well on that one today.
I've got more, but wait.
Oh, we have way more. Yeah. But this is one that we'll have to recap below in with links and stuff. Links and stuff, right?
Right.
Maybe even transcribe some stuff. So,
right.
So tell them what to do, Kim.
So comment below, click to subscribe, and you can always email us, but
we might not answer.
Maybe not. We might, but we might not. But that's okay. Still email us, because we will read everything. That's for sure.
Oh, I don't have time. Maybe. Okay. Okay.
Just remember, guys, fuck it. Let's be awesome now, because
we've got shit to do.
We've got shit to do. All right, guys. Bye. Thanks.